Bride and Gloom is pretty good fun. This is technically a Popeye cartoon, but it's actually more of an olive oil cartoon. This was released in 1954. It's directed by Izzy Sparber and Thomas Johnson and written by Larz, Bourne and Ted Pierce, with a voice cast including Jack Mercer, Mae Questel and Cecil. And at the beginning, Olive Oil and Popeye are sitting on opposite ends of a sofa, and we find out that they're getting married tomorrow. And then they go their separate ways, and we see Olive Oil going to bed, and she falls asleep, and the rest of the cartoon is Olive Oil dreaming. She dreams they get married. Spinach is involved, so even though everything is from Olive Oil's perspective, Popeye's spinach still has a role to play. And then she dreams what their life will be like afterwards and the children that they'll have, and things are very chaotic. And I was very curious to find out how Olive Oil would react once she woke up, and I won't say what happens, but I did like the way things progressed. I really enjoyed the narrative. I thought it was a really fun idea. They absolutely could have done this from Popeye's perspective, but I like the fact that they chose Olive Oil and showed us what her dream was like, and maybe sometimes it's a bit of a nightmare for her, but for us as a viewer, I thought it was tremendous fun. It's very creative. It's definitely very chaotic. There's a lot going on, which is kind of the point of the dream. Very, very well animated as well. I thought it was an absolute joy to watch, and I loved Olive Oil in this. I can't say that it's rare for Olive Oil to be the protagonist because I still have quite a lot of Popeye cartoons to see, but out of the ones that I've watched, which is still a decent amount, I don't think Olive Oil has ever been the main character. But actually, it was nice. It worked really well, and I rather enjoyed it. Some other characters were brought into it for the dream. They were well animated. Everything looked great there. The pacing was great. It didn't take us too long to get to the point of the dream. Then once the dream happens, as I said, a lot does happen within that dream. So that was brilliantly done as well. And I thought it was a lot of fun. Really thoroughly enjoyed it. I actually hope there are more where Olive Oil is central to the story rather than being a damsel in distress as she so often is. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but I'm hopeful. But either way, I really enjoyed this one. I thought Bride and Gloom was a really fun idea, very well executed, and if you're a fan of Popeye, or indeed Olive Oil, it is one that I absolutely recommend.